Welcome, Master Duelists, to the Master Duel Dojo. There are some who call me Tim. Liking, commenting, subscribing, and watching for as long as you can is one of the best ways to support me, and it helps me keep doing this instead of stocking grocery store shelves. Today is Dojo Dolo Open number 1, a free tournament with €5 prize support, and you can join for free by joining the Discord. It's basically too late. Like, if you're seeing this right now live, you can still join, but if you're watching the replay, it's definitely too late. Join the Discord for next time. Okay, so let's start with Moogie and Ember and see what they are up to. If anything's wrong with stream, let me know. All right. Ember has selected going first. 41 to 40 cards. All right, Ember's on Dinomorphia, setting Frenzy, and setting 3 other cards. This could be a nothing. This could be a floodgate out of the game. What is Moogie up to? Okay, Moogie is on Crystron, so here we go. Tristardos to start, which, as we established the other day, is a great start. Okay, now he places the Golem. Okay, we're going for the Frenzy now. Okay. He tries to Ash, and then we have an Intact to stop the Ash. He's going for the Fusion. Kentragina, here we go. Does he go for it straight away? Because the Tristaros will be able to chain. Yes, here he is. And Tristaros will turn into a Synchro. Chains Tristaros. Solfador. Solfador has a grave effect to summon itself by popping a Crystron. Sam, if there's anything I'm missing, go ahead and let me know here and on Discord, whatever is. Go ahead and do both so that I'm more likely to see whatever it is that needs my attention. Okay, here's Rextrem. Rexterm. Rextreminade is the Fiendsmith. So go ahead. Only monsters with 1,000+ attack can activate. Here's Inclusion, which is just a free Rhoda, plus more, a Rhoda plus plus, because then you can destroy it off the field, and it's a monster reborn from the graveyard. Okay, here's Smyger. But Moogie has already normal summoned. So you won this game, what happens? What do you mean? It's best 2 out of 3. So you need to play another game, and the loser of the first game gets to decide who goes first. You won the first game. No, you play again. And your opponent decided they want to go first. Okay, here's the Millennium stuff. Sengenjin as a spell doesn't activate, or is not a monster, so it has no attack. That's what I mean. Send 2 for Doomed. But how do you clear Rexterm here? Because Doomed can't activate. Doomed is usually an answer to things like this. I don't know. I'm panicking if I'm the Crystron player. Smiger gets to search Inclusion. Sure. Does he already have Cluster? Because Cluster is an answer if it doesn't get stopped. Okay, Ember's going for a Trap Trick. Very, very patient. Ferret Flames, very funny. Goodbye, monsters. Goodbye, every single monster. Don't even have to Rexterm. Just super Regeki. Goodbye, field. Mugi has normal summoned. He has an Inclusion in the hand. He's got a Sulfidor in the graveyard. So that will pop the Inclusion. Reborn. Inclusion can summon Tristaros here. Okay, Tristaros is back. But I can't think of anything that you can make here that helps. So I have his deck list, and I can't think of a card here. I don't see a card here that gets out of Rexterm lock. It's Inclusion or Bust. I mean, not Inclusion, Cluster. Cluster Buster. Here's the other guy. Tristaros is very small, so we can go for a Synchro, but the Synchro is going to be higher than 1,000 attack. Okay, he does have the Cluster to pop the Rexterm. Okay, what happens with its Tristaros? Okay, this would be usually Eleskeletus or Dawn Dragster. I think Dawn Dragster is 0, is that correct? Here's an Eleskeletus, which is 26, so it can't activate. But if it's destroyed, it does trigger in the grave. Because the Judgment was on the Cluster. I completely missed that. I was looking at the deck list to see if anything could happen. But no, Judgment will clutch it here. So this does look like coin flip win, Floodgate out of the game. Dugaris, sure. Alright, Sundry and John have played. I need to report them. Okay, so hold on. There is one setting I need to change in the... Oh no, I know what it was. Okay, Sam, you can submit scores, and I will just thumb these up. Losing a 1 is not losing the match yet, Ark. Alright, Rexterm is going to bop this. And then this looks like lethal. Very convenient that Kentragenia has exactly 3,500 attack. What happened? SP activated. I'm doing too much admin that I am missing the important parts of the game. So now Ember has a Wannabe. Hits several traps here, but Wannabe can set any trap. We get an Intact, which is... Why is John 3-0 versus Sundry? Because that's how we need to do the points. A 2-0 victory will be marked as 3-0 in the bracket to get the correct amount of points. Okay. Mugi's going to go Inclusion. He's got to beat a random draw and a Divine Strike. What the heck is that? No, the counter trap where you discard a card. Divine something. A 2-1 victory will be marked as 2 and 1. So if player A, it would have if somebody wins 2-1, I'll show you. But you would give whoever won 2 games 2 points, and the other person 1 point, and you have to mark them as sets. Okay, Sulfador pops Inclusion to come back. Inclusion is still in the graveyard, can activate. 1 Inclusion is banished. Clusters in the graveyard. Elascalatus is our way to get it back, which cannot activate at the moment. We reborn Tristaros. This is the same Tristaros again and again. Okay, I can't think of a single to go into here. Because Dawn Dragster, Elascalatus, and I think Samurai Destroyer are the only 7s they normally play. Here's the Samurai Destroyer. He can crash into the Rexterm. But it only negates it during the battle phase. So you have to crash into Rexterm and then combo during the rest of the battle phase, which I don't see happening under the Divine Punishment thing. We are going to destroy a Dinomorphia we control and a monster your opponent controls, which is Samurai Destroyer. Goodbye. This will trigger to reborn a machine, and Kentragenia will as well. Okay, here's Theresia. Samurai Destroyer is back. Alright, Dinomorphia Domain. I feel like we should stick around for the rest of this match. This game, I mean. But I feel like Ember's got it. Are you allowed to spectate? Yes. I put in the spectator code. And there's nothing I can do to stop you. And I want to show off as many players as possible. so anyone watching the stream would also be able to see them. Okay, Samurai Destroyer over the 0 defense Theresia. Policing spectating is just too hard, so I'm just going to allow it. Okay, he's going to place 2 things. Place a card from hand. Place another Millennium. Next time, I will manually select decks that I think won't take forever. Because Crystron, I don't know, it's not like Snake Eyes is a faster deck to watch. Like, if it's a grind game. So it's not even Dinomorphia's fault. Because I just picked these guys as the first feature match because they're at table 1. Okay, Tristaros is activating from grave to destroy the Fistvern and summon 2 guys from deck. Okay, destroy the Samurai Destroyer instead of the Fistvern. Alright, this destroys a Synchro monster. Not a Crystron. Summon 2 things. We're missing a Tuna. Inclusion is not in the graveyard. These cannot activate. I don't think they even do anything. They both do, but they cannot activate. Sulfador is a double Foolish Burial, and Smiger summons a Tuner from deck. But any monster with more than 125 attack cannot activate. Okay, here's a Smiger activation. For Crystron inclusion. Solfafnir discards the inclusion to reborn itself. This could be an infinity here, but still cannot activate. So it's not like you can suck the Rexterm. Fistvern is going to search for a Crystron. At this point, SP, Ember Chains SP. To get rid of Solfafnir. Tristaros is back. Okay, pay half the life. Reborn 2. Burn for 500. Let's go 1-1 after Fua Ash. Perfect. Way to come back. You got this, Arc. Okay, Ember's at 63 life points. He only needs to deal 3,000 to finish the game. Go straight to battle phase. Main phase 1 was skipped because of Dugara's. Okay, in comes Rexterm. None of these clear Sulfafnir here. This 16 now does. So now we can clear Sulfafnir. Elisceletus can get back. Another Elisceletus. Blocking Ember. Okay, over the Clockwork Knight. Takes 1,000. Our life points are 1932 to 32. Normal summon Ash. What is this? Ember has 2 secret techs. And here is one of them. Psychic and Punisher. I don't know that it's a secret. I think it makes sense in this deck because you have 4s and then Ash Blossom is a 3, so that's an easy 11. Your life points are going to be lower than your opponent's. So now you have a big towers. All right, Benno, go ahead and put that in reporting. You won 2-0. Or 2-1. You won 2-1. So put that in reporting. And Sam, if you want to put that in, you can. Let me interrupt this game. You hit report scores. And so that would be 1, 1, 1, like this. 2-1 looks like this. So if you want to go ahead and do that, Sam, you can. And then react to their report with a thumb. Benno needs to report in the Discord, though. Okay, Mugi's thinking how he can get out of this. He only has to deal 300, but Pep is going to be big. Okay, Sam, if you go ahead and report that, you can hit the thumb on Benno's message there so that I know it's been got. All right, place more Millenniums to get them out of the deck. They're not going to be being summoned. And we have 15 minutes left in the round. Rounding up. Down. Rounding down quite a bit. 16:32. Second Doom Dragon. I missed when he put Doom Dragon back. Looks like the same Doom Dragon. Hello, Kaizaki. Yes, you got it. And the order of the games, I don't think matters. As far as I've checked, it doesn't matter. And then you need to give Benno's report in Discord a thumbs up, so I know not to report it. Okay, Mugi is now kind of stalling the game. This is very frustrating, Mugi. Okay, we fusion summon again. Is he going to summon the Pterodactyl now? It's not the time for Pterodactyl. We never summon the Tarot? Okay. I didn't know if it did anything. It does nothing. It's just a fusion name. Is that the only reason it exists? Tarot is called by Dodger. What do you mean? Does he do anything in the grave? No. It does nothing. It's just a Dinomorphia fusion. You send Tarot. Oh, I see. I see. You send Tarot so that you don't have to get the fusions you do summon called by. This makes sense. All right. Pep activate, get big. Does anything pierce? We bop Eloskeletus, which was summoned from the Banish Zone, so it's not going to float. Because if this Synchro summoned card is destroyed, we know because we studied the Crystron cards the other day. Live on twitch.tv MD_Dojo. So Fafnir will activate now. And it will summon a Crystron from your deck. There's a Smiger. I think this is a mystery set, but it could be inclusion if you got it back. I mean cluster. It's not cluster. Alright, Mugi is low on cards, and I don't see a way out of this. He would need, I don't know, not even Dark Hole does it, because if you Dark Hole, SP and Rexterm go away, Pep is still there, and then you need to combo through Pep. Pep with 16 life points is a scary Master Duel screenshot. F12. Feels real scary. Do you see a way out of this for your opponent, Ember? Because I don't. He would need Kaiju plus Dark Hole. And this is a spell trap. Battle damage through SP. Possibly. I think the traps protect you from damage. Opponent activates a card or effect. You take no effect damage. During damage calc, if you would take battle damage, you take no battle damage. So intact is 1. No effect damage. You take no effect damage. So he has one way during damage calc. 2 ways to dodge battle damage. It's just intact. So he would need 3 monsters bigger than SP. And then you can all just Rexterm make them all small. So we need to negate Rexterm here. And then we can battle over SP 3 times. Which does not seem likely. Okay, Mugi will top deck. Yeah, damage step would be a way. Ember says there's cards that say you can't respond and you can't activate Frenzy and other effect prevent during the damage step. So, like, damage step burn would work. But I can't think of anything. Droplet on Rex. Droplet on Rex, that is it. That's the card you need. Go damage step, Droplet on Rex. But Mugi is just stalling as long as possible. And we have almost just under 10 minutes left in the round. Okay, the Crystrons are stalling again. Okay, Rex over Sulfidor. It doesn't do anything on destruction. Pep for game. Please. Woo! Takes 7,332 damage. Thank goodness Master Duel does that calculation for us. Alright. Alright, Sundry wins the flip and goes first. Mr. John is on memes. We like a good meme here. Mr. John has Maxi. Sundry has an E-Telly. Is going to go into a Shuriken, which is a Monster Negate. He goes Eclipse. Yes, highest life point wins when the chronograph goes off. This is in the FAQ. Okay, we're meme comboing. Ugly Fish. Bone Party. Yes, this was the Maxi game of make Maxi. Don't have your opponent has Maxi, you don't have the out. And then they're able to just do everything. Unexciting game. Memes wins. We always vote for memes, though. Okay, this is Purrely Spright. Okay, we do Purrely things. Miss on Purrely. Get Noir. We already have the leap. Attach Sleepy. Now we get to do Spright things. Red. Attach. Mega Sprint. Who are we dumping here? Nimble Angler. Get a pair of Beavers. Gigantic. Sure thing. Gigantic Summon Swap. Dump Ronin. Lincoln Elf. Elf Reborn Swap Frog. Swap Frog dump swap. Toad will reborn itself. This is an early, which can chain to Spright Elf to negate something. Okay, we can also go IP, and that will also trigger early here. But Arc has a pair of droplets. Is that enough? Elf will just reborn blue to get more material and to get another card. Should have watched Game 2. Game 2 is better. Droplet everything. Big fat cat. Goodbye, Albaz. And I don't see Arc winning this game. Arc concedes the game. Alright, Arc says Game 2. Yes, the droll there. We have one more match, and that is Ember and Moogie. And we'll check back in on them in just a moment. They have 4 minutes left in the round. Okay, Branded Fusion and Sanctifier. Still summoning. But this is Fulos. So we're big chillin'. We have Cart, Albion. Beaver summon Plump. Beaver link into Plump manually. I've not seen anybody manually summon the Purrelys, but that is a legal play. Whoa, what a big chain link. Okay, what's happening? Albaz, activate. Probably going to fuse this to Mirror Jade. Pretty Memory. Sure, just summons a guy. Chain Cart here? Why Chain Cart? Okay, Grandiole with Saronir. Fuse with his Plump to make Mirror Jade. Garura get a draw. Here's blue. Where did this... Oh, this came from Sanctifier. You can still win the tournament. You could win the whole tournament 3-1. You could have the best record. Okay, this looks like Yubel with Skullmeister versus Millennium. He is playing the Silhouette Rabbit. Okay, we're Fiendschmitting. dump the spirit, or destroy the spirit, sequence, make a Lacrima. We get back Engraver, which has not been used, so we can go Tract into Lurie. There we are. Lurie summons. Here's Caesar. Or rather, Kaiser. Okay, destroy Spirit. Get another Spirit. We're going to summon Terror and another Yubel. Link for Apollo. Here's the Phantom of Yubel. I get that this plays around Lightning Storm, but I feel like it in attack position is better most of the time if they forget to go battle. But I'm not a Yubel player. Okay, so this is a big, big board. We're not going to do the DK negate counts, but we have Caesar, 2400 Apollo, Phantom can negate, Soul of Rage can link with something, Chamber is a Reborn. Chamber is the Reborn. And Nightmare Pain protects everything from battle, plus Ash. These lines are bad. I think he started with everything, so it doesn't matter. It's just activating all the Millenniums. Negate all of them. Apollo too good. Link another Moon. Kaiser stop Azurune from doing anything. Benno has a Battle Fader. And then the rest just come in for lethal. Benno lost this game, but he apparently won the whole match. Okay, Mugi seems to be working on it. Okay, both of these players won their first round. 2-0. Haga is on Fiendsmith pile. How many rounds today? It will be 4 rounds. So 160 minutes of Dinomorphia gaming for you, Ember. Because you will need every second. Can we get an extension? Mugiwara has 3 minutes to get to the table before a game loss. Okay, I was dealing with Discord. Ash Blossom the Requiem. Okay, Mr. John was on Memento. The only game we saw him play, he maxied Sundry, and then just did full Memento stuff. Okay. Haga seems to know what he's doing, and Ash is Angewitch, but then they always have the horse. They always have the stupid horse. Horse will trigger. Alright, I need to go check on resume this game. It needs to reload. Horse dumped. Sleepy Gothic. Okay. Okay, Sleepy comes out. Is there a deck that plays quickly? Because, like, even Dinomorphia, watching whatever live game, is going to take a while. Okay, Fulos here in response to the Sleepy. Called by Fulos. John says no. I won't let you draw cards. Haga says, yes, I am going to draw cards. Go spell. You've activated my hand trap card. Chain resolves. Fulos resolves. Now Sleepy will resolve. And John doesn't have an option to not fusion summon. And Haga will draw one card. But what he goes for here can be different. This looks like Creation King. 3 materials. Creation King can triple Foolish Burial. And then he's thinking about what to send here. Sam, would it be possible for you to get my water bottle out of the freezer? Alright, Mr. John is going to think about that. I will get my water bottle from my freezer. And let's see if he passes turn on this, or does something like SP pass. Okay, Lacrima has summoned it through Requiem. Akihiran and Sleepy both trigger. Make sure to stay hydrated, guys. Okay, we're going to check out a replay that is finished. Good luck to both of you. Okay, Miku is on Branded Tier. Here's Albion. Here's Lubellion, normal stuff. Okay, tribute this for Lubellion. And Miku has his Spally with a Shiren to suck up something. Blazing Cartesia comes back. Branded Banishment in the end phase. This is an interesting list. Okay, he goes for Ladlord. Not typical. But Shira will have to out it. Fury Raise, Ladlord negate. I wish Ladlord had 4 negates like the original. But I understand why it doesn't. Engraver, Ladlord negate. And if he clears the Ladlord, he will then have to deal with a Merc. And you can also super poly with Ladlord to get it off the field. Chain Smear Jade here so that he can banish Requiem. This doesn't matter because it will destroy the Lacrima. Very big chain here. Negate Sharvara. Merc negate Sharvara. Sharvara doesn't resolve. Mirror Jade will banish the Lacrima so we can't link Requiem. Lad will negate Lacrima. And Sheer is done. He's seen enough. Ladlord wins. Very cool. You can view the bracket here. Okay, Dead Tube goes set 4. Dead Tube is on Lab. Sundry goes Terror Top, Takatomborg. Into Totem Bird to negate a back row. Cool. And then he can go Materiactor stuff. Get the vanilla. The Virtual World comes out of the grave because he summoned a 3. Gigadra. Big Gabonga. Get Gabonging. Here's Doug. Summon the Doug. Get Grand Entrance. Sure thing. Summon another dude. Link, or triple Xyz for Shurikaiser. Who did we lose? We lost our dragons here. Shurikaiser attacks 3 times. And then Big Gabonga for gain. Ashura King, that's who this is. Ashura King, while it has material, can attack a number of times, up to the number of materials. So if he's got 3, he just attacks thrice. Very cool. Very cool card. Nobody has finished their round 2 match yet. Okay, so Hago went first. But John ashes the Requiem here. And Haga has Ash, Ash, Bell, Fuelos. So he's really hoping that the Fuelos resolves. So I've talked to Memento players, and I'm not sure what's correct to Ash. I think Horse Effect is the most potent. He Fuas, called by Bell. This is where we saw. Fusion, Creation King, Triple Foolish. Mace, another King, Combined Creation. Lacrima Reborn's Requiem. Requiem turns into Lacrima. Lacrima will activate to send something, which is a punishment. Memes activate and shuffle around. Darkblade comes back to hand. Combined Creation gets the field spell. Mace destroys itself for Fusion. We activate Fusion for a Twin. Twin destroy itself. Get Horned Dragon and Goblin. Twin and field spell trigger. Goblin destroys itself to double Foolish. Tri-Horned. At this point, Paradise triggers. Desiree will send the Creation King. Here are 5 back for Combined Creation. And this is over 8,000. Very nice. So Mr. John won that turn. Okay, Heart of the Blue Eyes. Ash. But we have Millennium anyways. What does this Millennium combo turn into? It turns into actual Exodia. Here's Ankh. Drew 0 pieces. Just 2 strong. Exodia pass. Ember goes to set. Benno goes Maxi, and then Obliterate in the end phase. Just no trap cards allowed. Unfortunate. Ember played that game perfectly. Like, there was nothing to do except win the coin flip there. Okay, Ember goes first this time. Good decision. Set 5 pass. I can't see what they are because the game is still going. Ash's Domain. Trap Trick for Frenzy. Frenzy for Kentragina. Kentragina. Frenzy again. For Rexterm. Okay, Magnemite eats the Theresia, but I don't think that that matters here. Gets the Ankh. Silhouette Rabbit. Drew one Exodia piece. Unfortunate. Here's big Exodia. Afterlife, your guys become 0. Did that both happen at damage step? I think that this works. And then why didn't Benno attack there? I missed what happened. So why? So Kentragina attack. Exodia dies. Battle Fader, sure. I needed an explanation of why Exodia couldn't activate. Okay, Judgment, 1 Ankh, but have a second Ankh. But have a second negate. Kentragina Reborns, Diplos. Brute destroys the Battle Fader. And this is the King Zark trap. Attack for 3,000. Summon King Zark. Zark in for 4,000. Okay, Dark Beckoning Beast gets ashed. Has the throne anyways. And then gets to combo. Okay, doing Unchained things. Here's Phantom. Pain pop Spirit for Spirit. Spirit summon Yubel. Throne get Terror. Here's Moon. Requiem summon Lacrima. Summon the Sequence. Here's Lacrima. Here's another Kaiser. Here's Soul of Rage now. Pop it. Rage and Yama both chain. Okay, lots of cards in hand. Here's Muckraker. Set the trap. Varudris also. Excuse me. Okay, Phantom, Kaiser, Varudris, and the Unchained Trap to summon back Soul of Rage. So here's Soul of Rage. Skullmeister on the Havness. Tear Cash hits. But then this is too much. He decides he can't fight through the rest of this. I'm proud of you. How's it going? Good. Okay, I was looking at something. Okay. Sword for Merc. Sorry, I was not commentating. I had a thing to deal with. Okay, Arc now has a big Mirror Jade versus an Ariest Equation Cannon. So can Drex do the math here on Equation Cannon? He can. So goodbye all of Arc's cards. But then Drex can't capitalize on it. Top deck branded in white. Big fat graveyard from a grass. Lubellion is back. Equation Cannon doesn't banish face down. There can only be one. So we're probably going to have to go straight into another Mirror Jade here. Because we control a dragon. Albaz plus Mirror Jade equals Mirror Jade. Here comes Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Okay, banish Lord. Attack Lady. High Spirits comes back. Summon the Quem. Quem can dump Cart. Does Cart not trigger there? Okay, Trap Trick for Big Welcome. Get Arius, bounce it. Arius to summon Lady here. Here she is. Lady sets Trap Trick. Kill the Quem before it can do anything. Okay, big welcome. Turn the Lady, or the Lovely, so then Arc has to banish his own Lubellion. In for 3k.
What, dear?
Albion gets opening in the end phase. Heart comes back now.
Yeah.
Send Gran for Albaz. Summon a Luber. And Tragedy should also trigger. He might be out of Alubers. He's out of Alubers, that's why. Drex sets one more. And is dwindling on life points. Okay, one player's asking to drop. But this is Swiss. Equation Cannon again, but misses on the math. Grand summons Prosk. That was a big comeback after a huge Equation Cannon. Okay, so problem. We don't know how to drop players on challenge. Navigate the participants and click the trash. Okay. So it's just in participants. Dropping Haga. Okay, thank you for coming, Haga. Hope to see you next time. Glad you came. Okay, where is Sundry in his Materiactor combo? Okay, we got a big bunch of Materiactors doing Xyz stuff. Attaching a whole bunch of materials to Exguard. Fortress gets the trap card, which can then suck up something when he turns into the rank 7. And summon Baby Dragon from the deck. Okay, now we are live, and Dead Tube has to deal with Baby Dragon on the field. Goes end phase Stovey Torby. It's like Dead Tube is just going to set a whole bunch of cards and pray that that will be enough for him. Is Benno still in? I think so. His match with Ember has not been reported yet. This is Materiactor Baby Dragon Primite versus Cringe Labrynth. Oh, when you played the arc, when you played through the huge equation cannon, I missed the perfect time to shout the branded copy pasta. That was the time to say it, and I blew it. Okay, rank up. Yeah, we have at least 2 lab participants in this event. Hello, Drux. We have a new secret lab command. So go ahead and Ember, we saw game 1. And then Benno was going first game 3. So what happened? Did we see Battle Fader? We saw Battle Fader. You're still playing, okay. Ark, you're gonna get banned for collusion. Ember, you're gonna get banned for collusion. And you're banned. They're not banned. Not really banned. They were... Ark wants to collude, but it's not. Okay, Sundry now has a totem bird. And a huge Exiguard. Exiguard would make a good Zeus pilot. This is 5 activations right now. I put Miku on the emote, so it's Miku's fault. Miku, this is the most confusing report. Okay, Sundry comes in with a Doug. Detached from the big guy. I've not read any of these Materiactors, and I'm not going to. But there are level 3s that apparently do something. Except this one. This one doesn't do anything. Ember and Benno are still playing, and we have 5 minutes left in the round, so let's go look at them. Dinomorphia dub. Oh my. Wait, why is he attacking the graveyard? He's attacking the graveyard. Screenshot. Okay, Exodia gets big. 2 Exodias. I saw that Master Duel. You can't hide it from me. So Ember's got a big stocked graveyard, but he's got nothing on the field going. Okay. This can't be Super Poly. I mean, it can be, but you have no card to discard. Here comes Azurune. Okay, Fires of Rage to shuffle back what? Millennium pieces? To add... What? What does this do? Add 1 for... Okay. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. I guess clear it out of the deck. No collusion. Wedju fodder. Yeah. And to not draw it, so I guess that's fine. Benno, just finish him. Okay, Sam is fast as lightning with these reports. We're waiting on Dead Tube and Sundry, Ember and Benno. Benno is about to win. Activate trap card. Exodia negates. Activate Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike. Oh, he can't strike. Judgment. Intact. That's good enough. While you control a Dinomorphia card, this is a Dinomorphia card that you control. Goodbye, Exodia. Is this Rex? 2 monsters from the main deck. Into Kentragina. Kentragina's big, but not big enough. Summon Rex turn. Minute and a half left. All right, Benno, what can you do? Does he not know? Does he not know? He doesn't know! Wait, what's happening to life point? Okay, that was paying. Whew. You did it, Ember. 40 seconds left. All right. Sundry and Dead Tube have 30 seconds left. Okay, Sundry has a whole bunch of stuff. And this is almost time in the round. That is time in the round. I'm sorry, Sundry. Sundry, you lose to end of match procedures. All right, so I hear you guys that the time is a little bit short, and I'm willing to adjust it in the future. I thought that 40 minutes would be fine on Master Duel, but it might not be. All right, Sam, don't input all the ends yet. Everyone is not done, but... Okay, Ash the Horse, we've learned. Called by the Ash. Too good. It's that easy. Okay, Horse destroys Double Foolish. Goddic summons. Goddic adds back Sleepy. Sleepy summons and fuses. Here's Creation King. King gets to triple Foolish. Fusion. Pop the King. Search another fusion. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed, but it's legal. King get the field spell. Activate the field spell. Activate the fusion. Make the twin. Twin destroy itself. Get combined creation and Dark Blade. Twin and Ugly Fish both trigger. Summon a whole bunch of dudes. Okay. Here's 3 5s. Is Mr. John gonna Dice Smash? Okay, here's a Dice Smasher. Okay, what was that? 10? 8 versus 6. You make this a 7. And then 11 is more than 8. Brajan cannot activate any monster effects or attack. Brajan decides that's enough. He's not going to have it with no monsters. Okay. Let's see what Ember and Miku are up to. You wish Dice Smasher got hit? Okay, Miku has a whole bunch of Tearlaments stuff. So Paradise Smasher is something that I do wish got hit. I did forget about that card too. That type of like unfair thing I feel like is, if it resolves, like there's just no game to be played. Whereas stuff like Minstrel and Moulin, like there's game to be played before you get to that point. Okay, Intact is negated from Rook. Okay, here's Cart. Tiracash is triggering the grave. So is Scream. Ember goes for Domain here. Miku has a Maxi. Kentragina. Okay. Sorry, I'm not commentating. I was looking at another thing. Kentrogena is activating. Cart is going to chain before Rexarm comes out and can't activate anything anymore. But what can Miku make here? Dragostapelia, sure. Is that the only option? No, he wants to fuse with Saronir. Has Gran been used? Gran has not been used. I would have fused Cart into Gran, but I'm not Miku. All right. Super Poly clutched it. Okay, Sam, don't put in. Okay, we might drop Mugi, so don't put in the last set. Okay, so Arc has a big branded field. Benno has a Magnemite. Can get Heart of the Blue Eyes. Heart of the Blue Eyes just get the Ankh here. Sengi. Reveal Ankh. Get the Golem. Golem reveal Ankh. Get the Temple. Temple place 2. Banishment. Summon Quem. Chaos Star Source with your Magnemite. We get to pop something. You don't get to respond. Get the Merc. Okay, he goes for Ankh. 1 piece. 2 pieces in hand. Unfortunate. Did you face both lab players? If you did, then yes. Okay, here's Ark's own Magnemite. Can one of you check the... what game they're on? Okay, Sengi over Mirjade, which will Regeki and push them back into the back row. Arc is going to Droplet. Okay. We are back. I am back. Tournament admin does my brain in. Mirror Jade to attack. Star Source to attack. Summon Albaz. Albaz is going to contact Fuse. Or not contact Fuse, just regular Fuse. This isn't contact. Spright and Mortar remind me of a Tetris block. Drex was on the Spright deck. Because that was a cool deck. No, Drex was on Lab. Who was playing the Spright deck? I can't find it now. It's not Sundry, it's not Arc. It's Brajan. Brajan is on Spright. Took me that long to find it. You said it. You beat me to it. I was looking at all the deck lists. Oh no, it looks like Arc. Oh, but Battle Fader! Does Arc have Merc? He does have the Merc. Almost had it with that Battle Fader. Merc Search is pretty deterministic, though. But valiant effort. Battle Fader's not once per turn, though. Battle Fader. Is it? It is not once per turn. It's a 2010 card? I don't know. It's legal. It's legal in Edison. I think it's 2009. Who knows what set Battle Fader is from? I can feel Arc Salt at this Battle Fader right now. He summons in attack position. Why do you do that? Battle Fader, 2010 Absolute Power Force. Ultra and Ulti. Chip 12, that's not it. Not it, Sundry. Alright. Arc goes for a Cart Fuse. Okay, here's Dragostapelia. So this can negate Exodia's activated effects. There we go. Okay, can Benno do this? Later T-posing on that. Temple. Who are we searching here? I would suppose Shield to get straight to the Ankh. Place the arm. I believe he has a head in hand as well. Exodia Link Climb. Okay, John won his match. Alright, yep, shield gets the Ankh. Okay, here's Sengi. Does he have a Doomed? Because Doomed could push back Drago's Stapelia here. But then he has to deal with Mirror Jade still. So you need to out Mirror Jade and Drago's Stapelia. Because both of those out Exodia. Okay, here's Ankh. I think we already had it. You would need, yeah, to put Relinquished Anima here, you would need to link all the way over here. Like, most link 2s, so like, Silhouette Rabbit and then SP lets you put Anima here. But then you can't use Battle Fader because you have to put SP there. Okay, Benno's thinking real hard about this. Ember and Miku, if you can hear me, what what game are you guys in? Link 5 Goddess, that would work. Where is Benno in my... So it would be leaking to say if he has Goddess or not. What I can see, if Goddess or not is in his extra deck. You guys are in game 2? Okay. What is Benno thinking about? He's thinking about how to out Drago Stapelia and Mirror Jade. And Doom Dragon outs one of them. But then you need an out to the other without summoning again. Okay, what are we doing? Cerberus will out one of them. It will out the Drago Stapelia. And by out it, I mean use it. And then how do we out the other one? SP or Unicorn would do it. And Arc is thinking if he wants to allow it to happen. Okay, Miku sacked Ember 2-0. Okay, so this is the last game. Does anyone know what game they're in? If somebody would check the match history, the replays, to see how many games Benno and Arc have played, that'd be lovely. Okay, so Drago Stapelia does negate this to keep itself on the field. Now Benno has to out the Mirror Jade before he goes Exodia. This is game 1, or you've played one game before? Because you also have 15 minutes left in the round. This is game 1. Wow. We're 35 minutes in. Okay, he goes Ankir. He can Exodia. Is Mirror Jade live, though? Because it's possible it's not. I don't see... Rinbrum is in the graveyard, so if you activate on turn 1 or 2, and this is a later Mirror Jade, this is live. Okay. Goodbye, Cerberus. Shuffle the Exodia piece back into the deck. Okay, Mirror Jade will just banish Exodia. It was live. Okay, cart. Now you just get to have your way. Although you've got half your fusions gone. 8 left in the extra deck. Mirror Jade plus cart equals Grand Guignol. Here it is. Branded Lost will search. Grand Guignol will send. I would get a draw and get another mark here, but that's what I would do. And Quem gets to activate. God, everything about Brain Dead makes my blood boil. I hate it. I despise everything about it. The names, the cards, the effects, the game plan, the tech cards, the deck list, the gameplay. It's annoying. Look at this. It shouldn't work, but it always draws the nuts, and Branded wins like it has some luck hard-coded in. Albaz needs a ban. It's not even an archetype. Nobody would miss it. It's a piss-easy deck to play for low-skill gamers who Branded Fusion and make a big board with infinite Grand Game without even thinking. Look at this. I hope that was clip-worthy. Someone clip that. After that Miku game, I started to believe in copy pasta. We need a second copy pasta for, like, Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade, summon Mirror Jade, summon Mirror Jade. I'm waiting to reveal it, but I have a secret. I did not. I saw one Super Poly, but I think that was game 1. Look at this incredible grind game. Just card after card after card. They all come back. You fuse away Mirror Jade and it comes back. That's not fair. Miku, was your list 60 cards? Remember, this is a trick question. I have your list, so you better answer truthfully. 48 cards. 48 cards registered in your deck list. Good. Good, correct answer. Ban Maxi, please? Possibly. 100 card singleton, not allowed. Not allowed in Master Duel. I wish. Okay, here comes Art. I have the power to ban Maxi in Dojo Dolos, but I want to keep them there because I will consider Maxi list tournaments, but it's literally a different format without Maxi. Okay, Arc is able to finish the unstoppable Exodia. Looks like Exodia was quite stoppable. Okay. Maxi, Rhino Heart, Aluber, Spali. Look at this. Isn't this fun, Yu-Gi-Oh? Set 5, go. Okay, summon a Zark. Maxi number 1. Maxi draws a card. He judgments? Sure. Set 2, pass. Ember draws a card, turns his 4,000 guy to attack, gets in. Miku has Maxi number 2. Kentragina comes out. Super Poly Kentragina. So how do you play around Super Poly? By activating Kentragina immediately? Oh, main phase only. So why didn't you... So Fusion, Kentragina, and then pass priority instead of using turn player priority to activate Kentragina? This sounds like a you problem. Because it's a quick effect. He gets rid of Rexterm with Super Poly. I see. So he decided to get Kentragina Super Poly'd instead of Rexterm. And then he's got Mud Dragon. Okay. Ember cannot target dark monsters. Dump a trap. Set another trap. Top deck Rhinoheart. Okay, we go Lube. Ember makes another Kentragina. Rhinoheart dump Havnus. Havnus make somebody that can't activate. Kit Kat. Kit Kat cannot activate on the field. Super Poly them again into Garura because King Zark is a dragon. Where is he? Oh, he's in the extra deck. King Zark is a dragon, so dragon plus dinosaur equals Mud Dragon. Dino plus Dino equals Garura. So what was the play around Super Poly here? Because you did get Super Poly'd. Activate Kentragina in response to Fusion Summon so that Kit doesn't activate. You guys have 7 minutes left in the game. Yeah, well, you know, you saw him get it, though. Because he activates Lube. Doesn't he? Yeah. Lubellion activates Search for Saronir. Okay, Diplos comes back. Diplos comes back. Protect your life points. Lubellion in for game. They send third Super Poly. The tournament. Okay, Benno's going first. Hello, Karibo dude. Temple plays 2, sure. Shield for Ankh, yep. Sengi, reveal Ankh. Get Heart. Heart, get another. Get a backup Ankh for next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Exodia pieces. 1 set plus Fires of Rage. Called by the Heart. Maxi. Cross out the Maxi. Negate the cross out. Summon a Luber. Okay, now we're live. Okay, Luber gets Branded Fusion. We know this is Fires of Rage. This could be anything. And 2 mystery cards in hand. So here's Branded Fusion. Does he have the Ash? Because Arc has already used Called By and Crossout. So he's just praying Benno doesn't have Ash. I'm praying Benno doesn't have Ash. Actually, Benno, do have Ash. Have Ash Blossom. We hate Branded here. Branded is not allowed to win. Can you do it? Arc is resolving Branded Fusion? What's happening? It's resolving. Arc is doing a big thonk here. Send cart. Here's Albion. Because we're under Maxi. So Arc is thinking what to do here. Albion activate anyways. Super Poly, sure, because Arc can banish from grave, so that I don't see a point to this. Okay, discard this shield. We don't need that. Okay, send both your monsters. For Mud Dragon here, Drago's Stapelia also works. Okay, Art can just banish from graveyard. He can banish Lubellion, or Aluber. Aluber Albaz from grave anyways, so this doesn't stop Albion. And he has one live set, which is Fires of Rage. Yep, here comes Lubellion anyways. He is giving Benno cards, but Benno is very limited in the plays he can make because he's playing Millennium Exodia. Discard Tragedy doesn't trigger, which is a tragedy. Drago's Stapelia negates Lubellion. Valid. So this stops Arc from getting to Mirror Jade or anything else. Okay, Arc sets one. Branded doesn't normally play stuff like Imperm, so this could be a banishment. Albion is likely to get banishment itself. Gets back the cart. High spirits away the cart. It lets you put Grand Guignol in the graveyard now. Sure thing, and what does he get? Gets a Merc. So we can stop something. Does Merc negate effects or activations? Merc negates effects, so it cannot activate during the damage step. So if Unstoppable Exodia connects, that will be a big bucket of damage. Okay, branded red here. Exodia has been used. So he can red back the Tragedy and then banish all three for Guardian Chimera if he plays it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, that is time in the round. Arc has higher life points, So Arc 1 Game 1, Arc 1 Game 2, correct? I can drop you, Ember. You got sacked too hard? Okay. So I'll drop Ember right now. Ember, you will earn buys in potential future tournaments for highest improvement. Drop you on your head? Okay. DNFs, do not finishes, don't... You're not eligible for future buys. It will delay your progress. You need to finish the race. You want to be dropped, or you want to play one more game? You guys are done. More games, more content. Okay, this is not clear. You want to go stream and drop more content for next tournaments. Ice. Yes, yes. Arc won the game. So Arc, you won game 1, so Arc also won the match. Is that correct? Points. Okay. John is starting Dark Blade, which, as far as I know, is everything you want. Because it gets the extra body in the grave, unless it's interrupted. Okay, here's the horse. Not a royal. Okay, Ash is the horse. We know what to do now. We Ash the horse. Okay, does John have an extender, or is this into Fiendsmith? Has anyone seen John even playing Fiendsmiths? Okay, he has the Sleepy. Yeah, Sam has the Royal Horse. Okay, this is Creation King. No, he does have Smasher, and he doesn't have Fiendsmith, which should be apparent by this point in the tournament. Okay, here's Creation King. He's not under Max C. Miku has 7 points. John has 9 points. So winning 2-0 lets him would put Miku in first place if the other person at 7 points, Arc. So Arc and Miku would both be at 7 points. Both be at 10 points if they both win 2-0. Okay, Brajan has a really good tiebreaker at 7. Okay. We Bystial the Mace. Goodbye, Mace. So Mace is not coming back. And which destroys. Because she targets, you don't summon the targeted monster. However, Ugly Fish gets to reborn itself. Okay, Creation King here. It's going to destroy itself to destroy Sorrow. And then he chains Bone Party, so he can tribute the Creation King. Creation King turns into... Trihorned. Trihorned inherently doesn't do anything. Send a Retribution, sure thing. It's the field spell. Activates field spell. These can link off into something. He could make a 2-mat Dice Smasher and risk the flip without any manipulation. I might do that, but he's just going to set the Bone Party. And none of the links that I see in his extra deck are particularly useful on an empty board like this. Hey, Billy. This is kind of the finals of the tournament. Miku is fighting. They're both fighting for first place. If John wins the match, he can't have less points. And if Miku wins the match 2-0, he has to compare tiebreakers with Arc for first place. Because Miku has 7 points, John has 9 right now. But John is literally 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. He hasn't dropped a single game yet today. Alright. Fuses with Goddic into Lubellion. And John is left... Oh, Trihorn comes from the grave. Target 3 face-up cards of the field, including a Memento. 1, 2... Field spell or Horse? Horse. He elects to keep the field spell, and then field spell will target the dragon and summon something else. Okay, Trivia Karma here. If only you could get Purrely Rhino. He can get Grief, which can Foolish a Tearlament. Okay, Goddic comes back. 2 pops. Okay, here's Mirror Jade. Here's Grief. It's doing tournament math in my head. Here's Rhino. Goodbye, Rhino. Last card, Tearlaments. Looks like yes. But he's got a Sleepy and a Horn Dragon in hand, and he can summon Sleepy because his mementos have been destroyed, and then it will trigger on a new Chain Diffusion summon, but Miku can banish the Sleepy in response and force John into Twin Dragon. Okay, here's Kid Kolos. He has successfully made it. All right, Ark, we'll watch your game one. Okay, Branded Fusion, sure thing. Has this not activated yet? This has somehow not activated yet. Because we started with Albaz stuff. Okay, Mirror Jade. Not Mirror Jade. Kit Kat. Summons Tear Cash. And can we hit Shiren to go into Rukolos here? Alright, here's Tear Cash Mills. Mills 3 hits nothing. We hit the Shiren, and we have a Shuffler. Tearlaments strongest. This is a Rukolos. Here she comes. And the Branded Fusion on top of all that. What does Miku go for here? Rinbrum? Or something else? Okay, John has seen enough. John, I need you to win this. We can't have Branded win the first Dojo tournament. John, we're counting on you. Okay, Albion. Cart. Star Source. 2 pops. Saronir. Okay, we don't care about Daruma. Retribution, get back Branded Fusion. Versus 1 set that we see as Big Welcome, plus Nib. Okay, not lethal. 4 summons. Spally in battle phase. Grand Guignol. Okay, Big Welcome. Ash the Big Welcome. Hold on. We need the Branded. Good God. Everything about Branded makes my blood boil. I hate it. I despise everything about it. The names of the cards, the effects, the game plan, the tech cards, the deck list, the gameplay. It's annoying. It shouldn't work, but it always draws the nuts, and Branded wins like it has some luck hard-coded in. The opponent had Nibiru, and he just was able to go 4 summons battle phase, super poly for lethal. Albaz needs a ban. Albaz isn't even an archetype. All the cards have to say, or mentions Fallen of Albaz, because there's too many words and Konami's too stupid to just put archetype on it. It's not an archetype. Nobody would miss Albaz at all. It's a piss easy deck to play for low skill gamers who Branded Fusion and make a big board with infinite grind game without even thinking. Okay, Golem smash into Exegard. I was very confused about what I was seeing for just a moment. Okay, this isn't looking good for Sundry, but if Benno has nothing, it could be very good for Sundry. Unfortunately, the Millennium deck is chock full of stuff. Oh, that was Benno's turn. Right. Sundry gets a draw here. And Benno's passing on only shield. Okay, Zept Wing. What does Zept Wing do? If it's summoned, add a Materiactor. Then you can add or special summon a level 3 normal. That's like way better Stratos. Except it's a 0/0. But that's fine, because you're going to Xyz immediately. Alright, Sundry, what can you do to out this? Another Exiguard. Meltdown. We'll look for another Materiactor. What's happening? Oh, he's switching. I don't understand what is happening. So he gets to get the Prima back. Okay, Baby Dragon. Big Gabonga. Is Big Gabonga are out to the fusion? Not the fusion, the Millennium Shield. Streamer, please. Okay. Gabonga gets dug. And then he gets to attach a material to Exiguard. Exiguard detaches. It's going to summon a Materiactor from deck. There it is. Another 0/0. Meltdown and Gabonga. Okay, Gabonga sucks. This is 2,000, 4,000. We need 1,900 more damage here. Okay, attaching material to Exiguard. Dug is 1,600. Overlay into most rank 3s is lethal here. But Benno has been rocking the Battle Fader all day. So what is Sundry's plan for the Battle Fader? If you can summon one more Goblin and make a Shura, that would stop the Battle Fader, I think. Arc 120. Okay. This is Ashura, and let's read him. When another monster's effect is activated. Yes, so this will negate and destroy the Battle Fader, which is important. Exoraptor gives Ashura King 1,500 attack. Ashura King comes in again for lethal. Okay, Sundry has come back in game 2. Okay, John went first and then dice smashed. Miku has a bunch of set monsters, set cards. So, red player has 4. This is a 7. And 10 is less than 11. So Miku was dice smashered. Miku sets a whole bunch. He's got Maxi and a bunch of Super Poly. I'm sure this is how Brandon works. Brandon has some luck hard-coded in. It's literally not fair. Okay, I can't put any things in because all of the reports are wrong. You faced both brand player and went 2-0. Well, somebody has to win the branded match. Both lab players. Okay. We have a... Your brain is malfunctioning? It's because you're brain dead now from too much brain dead. Go ahead and do !lab because we've got a little lab copy pasta that we're working on. One is Super Poly. Fuses Albaz plus Dice Smasher. Here's Albion. We'll just fuse on your turn. Albion gets dropleted, but can John's 2 sets give him any plays? Branded King. Not a card people play. Gets to negate the droplet and force through the Albion. Oh no, this doesn't work because it negates Albion too, doesn't it? What does this do? Negate all other face-up cards. Okay, it leaves your one branded card. That's what it does. Yes, Ark, you can still win. If Miku wins this game, it's a tiebreaker between you and Miku. And I have to do a tournament math and see what happens. But if Miku loses, so John would be at 11 points if he wins the match. John is at 10 points. Miku would be at 8 points if he loses 2-1. So it's John, Miku, or Ark who wins the tournament. We literally come down to tiebreakers. Okay, that's a Soliak. This is looking good for Miku. Can top 4 have titles in Discord? We'll see. Possibly. I want to do something for Top Cut. I think Top Cut will earn invites to Dojo Invitationals. Definitely. Oh my goodness. Miku just has Branded Fusion. He doesn't just have it. He summoned Aluba. Wait, what the heck is happening? Main phase 2. Opening. Opening, get Aluber. That's it. Change battle position, activate Brain Fusion. That's what confused me. You just want a Discord title? Okay. We can do Discord titles. Okay. And Miku doesn't have Super Poly here. He has to just end. Mirror Jade is live. Rindbrum is live. Can John play out of this? John, you must defeat the evil Branded player. You can't allow Branded to win. Okay, Bone Party is a good start. No, John can win this match 2-0. 2-1. If John wins 2-1, he has 11 points and comes out on top. This is a good start. Eclipse everybody. Rindbrum is on the field, so Albaz or Mirjade can't send it right now. Okay, negate the Mirjade to bounce a Luber here. Does Miku have any other responses in hand? I believe the 2 cards in hand are unknown. There's no snow or anything in the graveyard. Destroy Angewitch. And we get Dark Blade. No Veiler, no Ash. Let's do a little cheating and see if Miku plays any of those cards. So Miku has Ash Blossom in his deck. No collusion, Arc. And you're banned. Okay, Witch is summoned from Ugly Fish. Get back the fusion. Angewitch search. Where are his 2 Creation Kings? Because that is important. No Creation King. 1 is banished. Okay, here's Horse. Horse is very important. Has Miku saved an Ash Blossom for the Horse? No. Horse resolves. Alright, Benno 1. If only you didn't run directly into Nibiru. Well, that's what Nibiru was in Dex for. This match here, John is fighting for his life. And we have 10 minutes left in the round. So John needs to win this game. Okay, so Arc had 7 points, but 1-2-1, so Arc has 10 points. Dead Tube lost 0-2, gets no points, so finishes with 5 points. Sundry had 4 points, lost 1-2, gets 1 point for 5. Benno had 3, wins 2-1 for 5 points. Then it's literally just Miku and John. This is a nail-biter. Send the Goblin. Double Foolish. And you're banned. Rip Bozo. No encouraging stalling. 3,000 damage. 5,000 damage. The match is tied up 1-1. So this is between, because Miku had 7 points, the most he can get now is 2 points. John, unfortunately, is going second because Miku lost the last game and gets to decide. So this will put John at 10 points if he loses, and an undisputed 11 points if he wins. So how does Miku start here? Both have the correct amount of cards in the deck. Okay, there's 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the round. You had fun, Benno? Well, I'm glad you had fun. Glad you came. And we will certainly be hosting more tournaments. Is it you versus Miku for the winner if Miku wins? No. If Miku wins, it is tiebreakers between you and John. Because John won his first 3 rounds 2-0. He acquired more points throughout the course of the tournament. And I want feedback on this point system. I want everyone's thoughts on how everything went and what we can do better next time. Definitely some challenge dropping. Dropped the ball and had to repair. No, Benno, you have 5 points. Because you lost 2-1. That got 1 point round 1. You lost 0-2 to Arc. No. Round 1, you won 2-1. So that's 2 points. Round 2, you got 1 point. Round 3, you got 0 points. Let's say I don't play after this match. What do you mean? This is the last round. We have to do tiebreakers. Okay, this is... Okay, I need to make sure that I didn't... Both players equal. The game is a draw. Nope, the game is a draw. It is too late to join. Yes, Brutus. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the dojo. When is the next tournament? I don't know yet. Pride has a tournament next Saturday. This is the end of the tournament. If you don't play... There is no next game arc. This is the final round, and then we go by standings. So Miku, due to the timer, is now encouraged to play for as long as possible to make the game a draw because he can't deal any damage. And Mr. John here... What do you mean? In reporting, it says round 4, final round. I said at the beginning we're going to be 4 rounds. In the fact... It says somewhere here. It definitely says somewhere how many rounds there will be. Here it is. How many rounds? 9 to 16 players is 4 rounds. I will not be sold a false narrative. So I also want everyone's thoughts on the timer, because I want to keep the tournament moving, but I do not want feel bad times. And because I want to... I don't want rounds untimed, but I don't want rounds decided by time. Because I want there to be a cap. But playing to the timer feels dirty to me. It's legal. And what you should be doing if the time is in place. But I think a 40-minute round timer is too short for my goals of this tournament series. Alright, here comes Lubellian. So Miku's just trying to play as much as possible. So the thing is, I want new players to come and feel comfortable playing and play as much as possible. And also the point structure encourages you to not scoop games. You wouldn't want it to be too much longer as a spectator. I agree. I like 40-minute rounds. I think we can go a little bit longer. All right, we have 7 seconds. Mr. John, can you deal any damage here? That is time in the round. Not Johnson. Okay. That is time in the round. Yes. Okay, I was about to type that you could finish the game if you wanted, but